Okay, we're gonna freeze dry turkey and ham. So the turkey, I have to remove the skin because the freeze dryer doesn't freeze dry fat. It just doesn't work. So we're gonna remove the skin from the turkey and the fat from the ham. Okay, so I got a colander out. I'm gonna chop up all of this turkey into kind of smaller little bits. And then I'm gonna put it in the colander and then I'm gonna wash it off. I know that sounds disgusting, but you need to get as much fat off of this meat as you possibly can, and that's kind of a good way to do that. So let's chop it up. I'm not gonna do it like super, super small because I don't want it like crumbly when it comes out. All right, so I'm putting paper towel on the bottom of these so that it can soak up as much water after I rinse them off before I put it in the freezer. Okay, so I have 2 trays cut up so far. And the reason why I'm cutting them up to about that size is I want them all to roughly be about the same size because it'll help the freeze dryer wick all of the moisture out of the meat kind of at the same time, so it's not like trying to pull moisture out of like a huge freaking chunk of meat, whereas there's like a tiny little chunk of meat that's already completely freeze dried. And so you just want all of it to freeze dry at the same time. You don't want it to be like fluctuated everywhere. So I'm gonna just chop up the last of this turkey, and it looks like my turkey, the amount of turkey that I pulled out is gonna take up 3 of the trays. Okay, time for the ham. I'm gonna hate this one. There's a lot of fat on it. It's all right. I can do this. I can do it.
Okay, y'all see how there's kind of a good even amount of meat on each tray. That's what you want. I'm gonna let these all sit on here with the paper towel underneath of them for probably a good hour to get as much moisture off of these trays as I possibly can before I put them in the freezer. And then I'm gonna let them sit in the freezer overnight, and then tomorrow I'm gonna put all of these in the freeze dryer, and they're gonna cook in there for between 24 and 36 hours. It really just depends on how much moisture needs to be coming out of it. Okay, so these have been sitting for about an hour with the paper towel underneath of them. I took the paper towel off, so I'm gonna put them in our freezer so they can start freezing. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and I just pulled the meat out of the freeze dryer. It spent about 2 hours freezing after I put it in there, even though I did freeze it. It's kind of typical. If I didn't freeze it first, it would be in there a lot longer for the freezing process. And then it was going to be done with the drying process after 11 hours, but it was 10:30 at night and I wanted to go to bed, so I added more time to the drying, which I wanted to make sure that they were 100% dry, so I was totally okay with them being in there for a few more hours. So in total, they were in there for 18 hours total, including the freeze drying section. So here's a closer look. Looks good. Now I just have to put them in Mylar bags and seal them. Don't mind the mess. That is my life. This kitchen was clean last night, and of course it's not now. But we're going to be sealing up some Mylar bags we got from Harvest Right freeze dryer. And when we bought our freeze dryer, they gave us these Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, and this heat sealer. So I haven't used this yet. There is a knob on this side. I'll show you. So the instructions say that it will heat up once you push it down, but we shall see. So let me open these up. I'm gonna put one of these in each bag. We have turkey and ham, of course, in these bags. Okay, there's one in each bag. I'm gonna put the rest in this, along with this. I don't know if I need to take it out of that, but I'm gonna seal this up first. With my vacuum pump, because you don't want to just leave those out. If you do, it'll just ruin them. Okay, as that is sealing, I'm going to try to use this for the first time. Let's get that in there all the way. I'm going to try to squeeze out as much of the air as possible. It has little spots where you can write on it, but I wrote on the back because my handwriting is huge and this would be easier for me to see from a distance. Alright, so I'm gonna just put it down. It says it'll heat and close when you push down on it. Oh, yeah, the light came on. So I'm gonna hold it down for a few more seconds and see. I don't think that did anything. Oh, fuck, it did. Great, okay, I'm gonna do one below the line too. Wow, that looks good. Okay, you probably can't really see that, but it's like super faint line going all the way across, and then there's this one up here too. So I'm gonna do all of these bags with that. This is done. And also, don't mind my hair. I just woke up. Well, I didn't just wake up. It's been a few hours already, but I've been doing this and taking care of toddlers at the same time, so you know how how it is. Yeah. I'm gonna be me, you be you. I'm not gonna judge you because I don't give a fuck. Alright, so we got all of these bags sealed. I did 2 lines just as a precaution. You never know. They all have the oxygen absorbers in them. The bags that they sent were 6 inches by 9 inches, and they hold about half a pound of meat when it is hydrated. It is dehydrated, of course, but so it doesn't even feel like half a pound, but it is half a pound. So I'm gonna store these up. This thing, I'm not gonna lie, that thing is hard to fucking push down and hold it down. So my arm's like a little sore from doing that. But yeah, it works great, does its job. I'm gonna put all this shit away now.
It's red.